Hey my friends, I've been wondering why on earth this band called the Animals. So I decided to dig a bit deeper, and guess what I found out? No, they didn't get the name because they sang like animals or because they were obsessed with anything related to animals. Absolutely not. Their name actually came from their wild, energetic, almost explosive performances on the stage. Like an animals. People started calling them the Animals. Actually, after that, the nickname became the official name of this group. Pretty cool, huh? Now, today I'm going to react to their famous song by this group, House of the Rising Sun. And I want to tell you something. This is where the story even gets even more interesting. As far as I know, the Animals were not the creator of this song. This song exists long before them and was performed by folk and blues musicians, and the original author is still unknown. But what the Animals did was something truly special. They gave this song a second life and turned it into a timeless classic. The song tells a story of someone who has lived through hardship, someone who has faced the darkest chapter of this life. And after the performance, the song finally found the actual home, the emotional home. Alright guys, I can't wait. I'd like to take a look at this song and analyze this singing. What's going on over there? If you're new here, hi! I'm so happy that you're here, guys. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. I really appreciate your support, my beautiful friends. Okay, let's go into it.
In New Orleans, they call the rising sun.
Wow.
And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God, I know I'm one.
Guys, may I stop you from the very beginning? I just want to describe what I'm feeling and what's going on from the beginning in this vocal line and what's happening with this voice. Because there is something about it what grabs you right from the very beginning. Listen closely. At the very first note, he sings in a lower position, and his voice feels almost tired, in a beautiful way, of course. Slightly relaxed, almost like he's just telling a story rather than trying to impress you. There is this natural, effortless quality to it. But then he doesn't stay here. He doesn't keep singing in the same color or the same placement. He gradually moves into his middle register. And here he's sounding finally with more support. And I must say he's such a wonderful timbre. He's such a beautiful baritone. And this one of the moments where you think, oh, probably this is his limit. But I wouldn't say like that. I guess you're gonna do something else. It's just the beginning of this song. And also pay attention how he is doing with the ends of them phrases. He almost follows a little bit at the very end. Down, down. Letting the words disappear really naturally instead of finishing every single note. Yeah, and it sounds so natural, so organic, and especially with the folk music, it's good. I have a feeling maybe because this song comes from the folk rendition, a style where singers have more freedom with the interpretation of the melody, the phrasing and the emotions in their own way. Who knows? I guess this is it. All right, I can't wait. I'd like to see what's going on out there. What next? Wow.
Sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man.
Yeah.
Down in New Orleans.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's what I was thinking about, something crazy, something special. Now I see what's going on there because he's jumping to his highest register. This is the moment where everything comes together. Listen how effortless he sings in this register. I honestly doubt they are sitting about his technical things or analyzing every little detail. It feels like he was simply singing from his nature, from his instincts. But let me point out something really fascinating in his singing. Technically speaking, it was such a perfect way of producing sound. Look at how his voice is allowed to resonate in his register, the position of the throat, the relaxed placement of the larynx, the support coming from the diaphragm. Everything is working together. And now pay attention of his face. His calm, almost effortless expression. No tension, no pushing, no unnecessary movement of the facial muscles. No, nothing. All the hard work is happening inside, while outside looks completely natural and comfortable. And that's what it makes it so impressive. The best technique often doesn't look like a technique at all. It just sounds free. All right, so I don't want to waste any time. Let's continue.
It's when he's on a drum.
It's so cool to watch them perform this instrumental part. I'm sure they were playing it live when they recorded it. Probably they edit some layers later. Who knows? But that's not important. It's so amazing to watch the keyboard player and the drummer as well. It's quite fast tempo, but he's doing well. And another question comes to my mind. Of course, maybe it's a silly question, but still here. Why do the other musicians follow him? The singer, everywhere they do walk behind him all the time, like making some movement on the stage, like a train. All right, I'm kidding. All right, so let's continue.
Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I've done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.
Yeah. It's like they're celebrating the temple.
I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that falling train.
All right. So I'd like to talk to you about his singing, especially from the beginning of this section. It's really cool to hear his emotion through his singing. How he's doing that. Look, when he creates his open sound, he slightly brings his false vocal cords closer together. And he is barely touching these muscles just to create the specific, the gritty texture quality in his voice. It's so good. Actually, it's not easy to do, and especially when you're singing in his highest register. Sometimes He also intentionally makes the song quite narrow in this upper register, almost creating this feeling of resistance or even kind of struggle through this sound. Yeah, and he's doing it so good. I love how this sound. Here. Yeah. Wow. Here. Do you see the faces behind it? Thank you, my friend. It was so good. And oh my gosh, I absolutely love his highest register. And especially how he's doing. You might think that he just opened his mouth and the sound comes so naturally. Yes and no. It really feels like effortless. But sometimes he adds something extra. He brings in this rasp, color in this voice that makes his upper register so unique. And now I fully understand, you guys, why this song became so popular, especially why you're big fans of this group. Because I really feel happy while hearing the music, full of positive, full of energy, full of life, full of raw energy, you know. Yeah, I fully agree with the name of this group, honestly. Actually, I'm now getting more curious and I'd like to hear one more version of the same song. Maybe we could take a look at another group who is singing House of the Rising Sun. I'd like to hear another interpretation of this music. Well, guys, what do you think about this idea? Actually, if you know some other good songs by the Animals, could you please leave me your comment right over there? And make sure that you subscribe to my channel to see me in the future. Thank you for your support, for your like, for buying me a coffee, for everything you do for me, my beautiful friends. It really means a lot. For now, I'm hugging you, I'm kissing you. See you next video. Bye.